This is Michael and Yemisi. Come along with us as we explore Indonesia for the first time.
From beautiful volcanoes, luscious tea fields, and relaxing hot springs.
Let's see what Indonesia's nature has to offer.
Good morning from Indonesia.
We have a long day today. Our tour started at 7:20.
We are on our way going from Jakarta to several different regions. We're going to look at some rice fields, and eventually we're going to end up at a volcano, which is very exciting. Getting ready to continue making our way there. This rest stop is actually quite nice. There's toilets, obviously, food, huge open spaces. There's even a mosque. You know, I remember France, one of the saddest rest stops I've ever seen in my life.
So we are currently in Subang, which is about 2 hours from the main city of Jakarta, and we just arrived to a rice plantation.
Our tour guide gave us some information on it. Out here they grow a ton of rice, so everywhere has these beautiful rice fields around. It's really awesome. All of this is harvested by hand, and as soon as one plot is done, they burn it and they immediately plant it again, so it's just constantly making rice.
Okay, so this is snakeskin fruit, and they only have in Indonesia. Kind of like an apple.
Appley, berry, kind of dry, but it's really good.
This would be really good to make some mango curry. So this dragon fruit, it kind of tastes more like a vegetable to me. It's like a little bit bitter.
Okay, we have finally arrived at what is, I guess, the main attraction for this tour, which is this volcano.
It last erupted in 2019.
It's an active volcano. You can see it bubbling down there.
And you can really smell the sulfur. It's very strong.
But it's super cool. The drive up was really beautiful, and everything else we've done so far is really awesome.
And the weather's really nice.
Yeah, it's perfect. What do you think?
I haven't seen something like this before.
But I asked him, you know, like, was there much dam? And she said the shape didn't change that much, but it was covered in 51 centimeters of ashes. It was at 4 p.m., so nobody was here. This definitely reminds me of Yellowstone, which is, you know, obviously basically one massive volcano. This is just giving me like the flood of memories, all of the sights and smells.
This palm sugar, cinnamon, ginger, and dried chili.
I love ginger, so I'm gonna enjoy this. Wow, this is so good.
Oh my gosh, it is straight up amazing. That's so good. I love ginger.
It's fried banana with sugar. It's good. We just finished eating this amazing Indonesian, basically like feast.
Food was amazing. It was all delicious. I really like the atmosphere of the place that we're at. And yeah, so I was really excited and very full. But honestly, most of it was pretty healthy, so.
And now we're going to our next destination, which we have no idea where we're going, but our tour guide has an amazing job, so we're excited to see where we go next.
For this part of the tour, we were taken to a Kopi Luwak plantation. If you don't know, Kopi Luwak is a type of coffee where civets are fed beans and it goes through their digestive system and they poop it out. It might sound a little gross, but the fermentation that happens in the civet's gut is actually highly sought after, and it's one of the most expensive coffees in the world. But unfortunately, it's often an unethical practice because coffee cherries aren't really a part of the civet's natural diet, and so they're often force-fed beans in unethical, tight enclosures. Later on in Bali, we did visit an ethical Kopi Luwak place where they only use wild civets, but because of our ethical concerns, we decided to leave this out of the vlog. If you know us, we always go to specialty coffee shops all around the world, and of course, I love good quality coffee. And for me personally, there's just no justification for any amount of possible animal cruelty if there's already amazing ways to get delicious coffee. So that being said, let's get to the rest of the vlog.
Okay, we just finished the coffee experience and now we arrived to the tea field. So what I learned about this tea is that depending on how you process it, it can be either black tea, white tea, or green tea, which I didn't know. I just thought it was like, you know, green tea fields.
Yeah.
And you can only use those leaves for that certain kind of tea.
Yeah, so he said that this is owned by the Indonesian government. This is a massive, massive tea field out here. Apparently it was like planted by the Dutch and then the Japanese were here, and so now it's the Indonesian government. And it's this huge, beautiful tea field.
So we're just gonna explore the tea fields. Honestly, this is very different from Osarak, because Osarak is just like a flat field, where this is very mountainous. It's time to tee off.
When we were in Jakarta last night, Yemisi said that it is the citiest city she has ever been in, and I have to agree. That is the most crowded, and not in a bad way, but it's definitely one of the most packed urban cities I've ever seen. And it's hard to imagine that now, as a few hours drive out, we're in here, the middle of nowhere. It's so peaceful, so beautiful, so serene, hardly any noise. Up on the volcano too, just complete calm. It's amazing. This is when you think of Indonesia. It really is exactly how you think. It's so beautiful.
We are at the hot springs and we met this cute little friend. We got selected by the cut distribution system, but I think it'll be hard to bring in customs. Anyway, we are at the hot springs. I think it should be warm, right? It shouldn't be cold.
Yeah, it's hot.
But here, I think you can wear whatever swimsuit, but since here is Indonesia is more conservative in this region, I'm just gonna wear a sports top and some sports shorts. Oh, but I have to go into the water.
Little man, how did you get there? There is no way. You must have crawled on the fence. No. Oh, Yamasi's gonna go rescue it. Hold him steady. Oh, you got rescued.
Are you thankful? Okay, so we're here to try one of the best pineapples in the world, which is honey pineapple, and our tour guide said that if he is wrong, we are allowed to spit on him in the face, so it has to be legit. This pineapple is only in this region, and after, you know, being in the water and stuff, this is gonna hit the spot. It brings back memory from Phi.
That is really sweet. That was so delicious.
It's not sour at all. It's very sweet.